What's up, everyone? I'm Michael. Welcome back to Game Blaster. And today we're doing part 2 of Garten of BANBAN. And let me be honest with you guys. Uh, how did I say this? Last time I played this game, I forgot to turn on my mic and the recording for this. So it's gonna be no sound. So I'm recording it the next day after recording this video. See, there's exactly no sound once or ever. So, I know I should have waited till I get 100 subscribers before I started doing this game. Paid games. But I didn't because I really wanted to play the Garten of BANBAN after figuring out the lore. So, oh yeah, I had to catch up where I was the last time, and this is where I realized, basically. I didn't save the last time I played it. So, I'm going through this hole of the dark area through, this, where I found out that the door's closed, and that is turned off. That's what I turned on the key card the last time, back in part 1. If you didn't see that, that was basically an intro. So I cut through this area, and I turned on the key card, and I got the orange one. And then I ran left. And that one basically was nothing but saying how those creatures were only blah 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 made for any specimens for the last video. Then I went in here. And this is where I saw this tiny cute little baby blob. It's kind of actually ugly now I think about it. But that's where I met this guy. I communicated to him. I'm not going to read it exactly because his voice. And this is where I was testing out to see if I was lagging. Possibly it is. Well, if you guys want to read it, go ahead. I'm not. He's very rude. And, basically, yeah. So, I don't really know much to do right now. So, he's saying that I have a bounty on my head for 10 lollipops, even though I'm trying to tell him I can do better with 20. But, then I done him a great favor, bringing Nabnalina back to life. And Nabnab, where he hates, and he's like, what the heck does he do? Spider stuff, I guess? But, yeah. So he's blubbing on about how, Nabnalina and all that stuff. I try to zap him because he's like in creepy, like, going in love with a spider. That is stupid, if you ask me. And now I'm trying to figure out how to do the puzzle. And this puzzle was very, very hard. I think he's just blabbing on. So the hard part's done, and all I have to do is just do this puzzle. I think I'm trying to jump and smack him. So I had to speak to him to figure out what I had to do. All I have to do is jump onto that. And I do have to say, this puzzle gave me giant anxiety since this is very sensitive. I'm assuming because it doesn't have the sprint button. So it's automatically, you're always sprinting. Remember that. Always sprinting. So he's setting this up. I try to give it a go. I'm going to try to give it a go. Okay, I see that one right there. Okay. I get this one good. Okay. Second one. And I totally messed it up. And he's saying that how hard is it for me to focus? And it's honestly very hard to focus. This puzzle is very hard, if you guys were asking me. Very hard. Oh yeah, my brother Bash has been playing Future Charles always a lot. Okay. So, I went on. That's the problem was last time. I went on the wrong one. I wonder. Yeah. So basically, that puzzle's super hard. So I'm gonna try it again. I'm not too sure if I had gotten to the part where I have cut it out, like paused it and moved on. Oh, I did. As also, I did not realize the key card there. And as you can see, it's kind of very hard. So yeah, I cut it. I found this actually blue thing, brand new floppy disk here thing. I want to go check it out, but it seems like it's not allowing me at the time. So I had to do one last puzzle, and I brought you guys the tour bed with me. So I figured out how to do it, like the jump. You're gonna have to jump three. You jump to three buttons. I'm assuming that was the ding, because I didn't. Okay, now I have to go up in a diagonal. Diagonals are very hard, if you're asking me. It takes a long time to get perfect. And also, trying to get around that thing, that scanner, is very hard. Very hard, if you're asking me. Now, up and down. So, yeah. And I had to get to that, so all you have to do is just jump from there, and you'll be able to hit it perfectly. And see, hard. I'll possibly talk to you once this is done. Okay, guys, I think I've been finished for a bit now, and so he told me to go over to Blobby guy, how he's gonna and show me this guy. Now watch his greatest machine he has created. Just a little tiny thingy arm that jazz immune to galvaniums apparently, like can program galvanium. So you guys are probably wondering what the lore is about. So it's about Scientist Area 51 for, well, these creatures. And a portion of them were made out of clay, and some of them were made out of animals. The animals are still like Sheriff Toaster. Oh yeah, this is the part where he's like, he's cluing that he failed, and he's trying to ask if he can say anything else, but it can only say Papa. Well, then he grabs some scissors and starts jabbing it and scream. After that puzzle with that high anxiety, is this so sensitive, and then the screaming, that just scared me right out of my pants. I'm telling you the truth, guys. Then he's like, oh, should I continue these more? Anywho, so yeah, and I'm surprised actually that thing is still screaming after he killed it the first time. I was like, well, so yeah, that's the lore for Garten of BANBAN. They're clay monsters, DNA, and galvanium is a very dangerous substance that can mutate a lot. This basic Galvanium is just a mutation, so that's why Banban has a hellish form. And so, on like that little chicken nugget and Gotoki, as I was saying last time. So he's telling me to go grab my cue card from the back. I'm like, what? And I run into barrels, and I realize there's a key card. So I get it, and I go on, and then I see he gets pulled in. I'm like, no, I'm gonna go try. I look that way. I hear him actually screaming at some point. So I tried to go the other way to check out the floppy disk I found. Couldn't. So I had to go on with the fight. So I'm going on, and I see that all this stuff here. Looking because that's where I heard the scream, him screaming. I'm assuming I don't think he's here at all. So I continue moving, and I see blue. How far is this hallway actually? Continue going and goes in there. So and then he barges out. That's Claw, and that's where I'm running. And yeah, basically all this is just a chase scene, and you gotta do zappy puzzles. So that's where I see red. So I'm assuming that's like the red part where you get red and zapping. Like there, gotta get red. But when I collected red, I got purple. And that's totally not what I needed. So I'm gonna keep on running. There's blue, and if I got that, I'll turn back to blue. And Claw Renzo shakes it, make you feel like it's super close, but really he's just like far away. So when I'm running, I see red. So when I get it, I got red. And then I was kind of trying to swerve around with the camera and trying to zap him a bunch of times. And it turns blue. I got stuck on a corner of a wall. I died. And that's when this cool thing pops up. Cloranzo. The smallest of items topple the greatest of the beasts. He's a great beast. And I kind of like that, honestly. This is kind of like high tech-ish. It's like, I don't know. It feels like one of those movies where I'm not too sure how to explain. So this is me when I'm trying to wait. So I'm just messing around with that. So there's not really much to talk about here. So I'm gonna try and move on. I'll talk to you guys when this chase scene's over. So enjoy. Time to zap Cole Lorenzo. He blows up. Or is it a she? I'm not too sure. Anywho, yes, I had to let you guys go for a bit because it's kind of tiring talking nonstop. Okay, so I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna check out the new floppy disk that I found, and it's kind of cool and one that I haven't seen any YouTubers found. Possibly they have found, but I only seen like 3 YouTubers: Special Ed, Dak Blake, and Rosbosky. I didn't see him do in the game, and this is about Flumbo. I'm actually surprised. Most of the things are broken, corrupted, and glitched out. So that's what this is. But it says that his body is made out of clay body of KC, but the clinic in this area when he was being built, and it's supposed to be a more perfect form of original KC, also known as BANBAN. And there's known to be a K6D, but it doesn't describe much on that floppy disk. So this is me trying to jump at the TV when I'm bored, and he's wondering why is the portion of the files corrupted, and it's very strange, as he says. So that was the end of it, and this is where I was thinking, like, case D, that must be a hellish form of Flumbo, because case B, 6B is hellish BANBAN, or case 6D is a completely different monster. Maybe in 6? I ain't too sure, and I don't think you guys know. And also, I found two little papers at the beginning, and it was about Prashita. I believe both of them. No, one was about Flumbo. He got missing. So I was going over here trying to explore, see if I could find more floppy disk, because I thought the rest of the game was going to be about floppy disk, not like anything else. So I'm pretty sure I'm confused right now. I'm trying to look, and I see a keycode spot. I head over to it, and well, click it. Then I skip along. I found this piece of paper, and this piece of paper is about troubleshoot, and it's about like how he can turn super bright. And back in the beginning, when he was a baby, it didn't happen before, so it's a new thing that comes with wisdom, like age. I think that's supposed to be backwards. And now case 5, it fixes it, and the lights can only come out of its mouth now. So as after I read the paper, well, I'm going to catch you guys up until something I want to talk about here in the video. I'm not too sure if I'll even add music. If I do, well, at least you can listen, I guess. Well, here's a good place to talk, like how these guys are idiots. Scalping citizens are idiots, and they think we're humans are made out of lollipops, and Serenium wants it all for themselves. So, I think they keep talking. And how is they call Syringeon father? Now that's just weird. Um, and how they say they're not too sure if anything is real, how glad it's true, and this place destroyed. As you continue, you basically that's down creepy hallway. I kind of got myself stuck and glitched here. I'm not exactly too sure how. Until I realized there was a big gap because this flashlight really sucks. But I guess it's not bad of a flashlight, I guess you can say. And going down more creepy dark hallways. And then I see this door. As I trying to open the door opens, and I go inside. I see something there, don't realize it is it, and then I'm like, oh no, something's there. They're waiting to kill me. So then I realize it's a statue, so I go ahead and open it. So it opens, and there's nothing really inside. Well, besides that key card, I keep looking around to see if I can find paper, floppy disk, anything that could be useful, you know? So I go ahead and click that, and the door opens. So this is an area where I try to look for some more secrets. And then I found this paper over here. I click it, and it's about Truffletooth again, how he's growing spores on his mouth. And if I'm not mistaken, I think the spores are actually grows into new forms of Truffletooth. I have two options of what the spores can be. A, they could turn into new Truffletooths. So like a fan-made Garten of BANBAN where you see mushrooms coming out of the freezer. Or B, those are the mushrooms we see in 4. Truffletooth used to live there with the royal family, and he grew those mushrooms. And then something bad happened to him. I'm not exactly too sure what this could mean, but case 43B are very mysterious. And there is a whole tons of other cases. Like 29 is actually Brashita, and 56 is Robambas. I don't think I learned any other new cases from this game. Um, nope, don't think so. And as I continue moving on, I open up this, and I get moving. So I'll be back for a little bit. So this is a painting of the 4 of the original 6 characters at the beach. I'm assuming that's Stingerflint's wish. And that's basically Syringeon of what he would do for be the greatest one. He would destroy. And that is, well, Syringeon and Serdata Doodles before they became enemies. I'm assuming that was the painting about. As I continue, going very slowly, there is this painting. I'm not exactly too sure what it's about. I see Syringeon, Queen Basilia. That's about his power. This is Stinger Flynn. Well, one, basically. I'm not exactly too sure what that one's about. How maybe he realized. That is about, well, beneath the surface. So that's before all this chaos happened. Where where Sadadadoodle was about to escape and all that. Oh yeah, and this is about Flumbo warning us that they want to take him apart. And we got a free Flumbo, and I'm taking a look at all this. So this is the drone. You can actually zap it and turn on. And this is the flying companion. That is the double power. If I'm not, and this one is about what's called meanie of the yard. That's because back in 2, he was the bot boy. Painful memories. Now that I'm not too sure about. Maybe that's Brashita's knife? This is called love control because Sir Dada Doodles went after it and got it destroyed. This is the boundless matrons. I don't know what that means. A sheriff's vagary. So that's like the oh yeah. This is Silverback Secrets because you use that to find Sir Jumbo Josh, and these are never meant to be because Bambalina is always meant to be with Wumbo, not Bam Bam. And I found this key card. I clicked it and thought to see free Flumbo, but no, there is more puzzles. It's like who would want to do this in real life? Name one person want to do this in real life, where you have to go all over the places for non-necessary stuff and click key cards. Hmm? Hmm? Would you guys? Flumbo gets freed, and he gets out. And he's happy, so I go on to investigate. Flumbo's trying to figure out what exactly is going on. And he's wondering about what happened to the other cases. And basically, this is the part where he thought that he had the best hiding spot, but no, he found first, and he's still concerned. I see stuff floating in the air. I look at Zolfia's. Flumbo's trying to figure out how to go find a new hiding spot. Of course, I try to jump off, but there's an invisible wall. And Syringeon and Banban comes around. Syringeon's manipulating Banban. This is the part where Syringeon is manipulating Banban. And he's like, would you look at that? So he figured out what's going on. And Bam Bam's telling Flumbo to sit back down. Flumbo don't understand what's going on. I don't blame him. Syringeon is making up lies as usual. I hate that guy. I'm trying to zap him because I hate him. I thought that would work. And they are saying to go sit on the bed and to explain new rules of the new hide and seek. Ooh. And he's asking if we want to play hide and seek. And I'm not exactly too sure what he means, so leave in the comments down below what you think he's going to do to me. And he clued in what's going on. Oh wait, never mind. He still thinks there are seekers. And he's not going to, or he says, I'm not going to lose. And there's one thing you need to know about me. I don't lose. I'll vanish. This is where epic music actually came along. My camera got thrown. Flumbo grabbed me, and he threw us into Sophia's mouth, I suppose. And as we fall slowly into Sophia's mouth, exactly this happened. Well, it's pitch black so far. I'm not exactly too sure how long this is gonna take a pitch black. Oh yeah, I wake up in this weird hut. I think this hut is mainly made out of galvanium. What do you guys think? Oh yeah, after talking all this much during this video, because I can't do nothing, my breath is going out. And it says that the smell of galvanium has never been stronger. And this is where I try to go through the bridge. And then I see a guy. I try to go through that bridge. And he's saying, oh, you're awake? You're a lot smaller than I pictured humans would be. Oh, no, I'm just reading the voice a lot. You guys can do that. And he's saying the older wants to see me because and stuff. And I gotta go to the bridge on the right. I thought that was my right. Now I'm thinking about it, it's my left. Oh, my bad. And this is where I realized I think this is where I realized the remote is completely dead. So as I go on, I run into the hut. And I try to go in the hut. And this is where the elder. And he says help. And he's pretty friendly actually for a Galvanium system. And the only way to enter is through the sky. So obviously this is the belly of Sulfius. And yeah, this is Sulfius' belly. I wonder what we taste like. And He's saying that how we almost fell on him and he almost died, but we're not. It's not our fault. So and now they're I think that he's saying that Flambeau is getting in trouble because he's burning the place down, and he doesn't believe that. So he wants us to go get his crown, and this is where I realize I'm out of zappies because I try to zap Zolfius. Don't ask. Well, as I collected the crown, the elder's already out, so I give him the crown, and he says thanks, and we're gonna see Flambeau. So we're going off to find Flambeau, and I don't think my flashlight's on actually. We see Flambeau in jail. I think I glitched this out. I see golden papers. See, this was silence too, and then just zooming, overlapping. I'm not exactly too sure if you guys can see this. It's kind of glitched out a little bit. And oh yeah, he's saying that how to say Flambeau with the act he didn't commit. Yeah, it's just going on about how they think Flambeau's doing on. Flambeau's trying to say help me, and he wants to set him free. But there's other guys on here that are in charge as well. So I have to help them. So tell them to grab voting papers. They'll go vote. Blah blah blah. And yeah, they're just going on talking. And also that Flambeau's thingy says poo poo head. Grab the voting paper and I'm getting out of here. It says I grabbed one. I'm trying to grab a ton of them. But I don't think that's working out too well for me. So I'm going on and I found someone over here. Somewhere. With one. Back on the first island. And yeah, right over there. You guys can see that, right? Right. And there we go. So basically, they're trying to fish, and they don't want to. Yeah, but Bill's like, no, I don't want to help them. I don't know why. And it's saying I could get on the boat to help my friend. And they keep falling asleep while fishing. That's why they can't catch. So I've been trying to poke this guy awake. And he keeps falling awake, so we just have to poke him. And blah, blah, blah. He's being sleepy already, so I've been trying to poke him. Poke. Like, I honestly wonder if there is actually fishes. So there's really not much to talk about. This guy's falling asleep. My objects still exchanging papers with these guys and all that, blah blah blah. So as we continue, please subscribe if you guys are enjoying this, and leave in the comments down below if there's anything I can do to fix my volume issue. Because last time I didn't realize I had volume issues. Oh yeah, and then he's saying it's another slow day, and then a fish basically takes him and eats him. Anywho, leave down in the comments down below how I can fix my volume issues from the last video. And I honestly wonder what he voted. I can go check. I see if he actually did voted. I think I did, and I didn't see anything. Yeah, I don't think I can check see what he got. So thank you guys so much for watching, and